Hey, what's up guys? It's Hayden.
Hey, and I'm Emma. Welcome to our channel. We thought we'd do something a bit different today in light of the new Disney Plus Predator movie called Prey.
Isn't that a weird thing to say? Disney Plus Predator movie.
Yeah. We thought we might do a bit of a ranking of all the Predator movies, including the Alien vs Predator movies as well, and see how our lists line up.
I'm a little bit nervous for this one. I don't trust you.
I kind of have an idea of what your list is, but I don't think you've really got a clue of what mine is. You've probably got your ideas, but...
Yeah.
So anyway, we thought that'd be a bit of fun. So if you'd like to stick around and hear where we place all of the Predator movies, from worst to best, then stick around. And once we get to Prey, we'll do a little bit of a review on that as well.
All right, well, let's start at number 7. So the worst Predator movie. I've got Alien vs Predator Requiem.
I also have that movie.
I thought so, yeah. We rewatched this movie and I think both of us were on our phones like halfway through.
Yeah.
This is just unwatchable to me. It's from a filmmaking standpoint, it's just bad. It's shot so dark, you can't see anything. Like you have like the Alien Predator hybrid.
Yeah.
And such a cool thing in concept, you don't see it. All these cool gore, like, you know, this was like rumored to be the one that was going to bring like blood and gore back to the Alien vs Predator because the first one was kind of PG-13. You didn't see half the fucking gore because it was shot too dark.
Did they really market it as that at the time?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, so from an actual technical filmmaking perspective, it was bad.
Yes.
Shot way too dark. Like, color grade wise, it was just way too contrasty.
So contrasty.
Which didn't help the
darkness.
With the darkness. Yeah, it's just a bad movie. And then you've got characters you don't care about.
Yeah.
Mixed in. You know, just a bad, like, location. Like, it's just kind of like a suburban neighborhood.
Yeah.
It just didn't work. Nothing about this movie worked for me. It's trash.
I really...
And I don't throw that term out lightly.
No, you don't.
I don't. It's trash.
I really did try and push through this movie. Like, I wanted to like it, but I kind of persevered for the most part. But yeah, it got to about halfway to 3/4 of the way through, and I just, like, on my phone switched off entirely because, yeah, you literally cannot see half of what's going on. It's so bloody dark. So, bad movie.
But darker than the Battle of Winterfell. That's how dark it was.
Yeah, well, at least that was really, you know, only for kind of one scene in that show. This was like the whole movie. Anyway.
Yeah, we wasted enough time on this one. Let's move to number 6. I've got The Predator. Oh, God.
I'm torn.
Oh, God.
So...
Don't do it, Alan. Don't do it.
Okay, when we first saw The Predator at the movies, I believe we went and saw it in gold class.
Yep, wasted gold class ticket.
Yeah, I believe I ended up falling asleep through it. So...
That's a good sign.
On first watch, it was pretty bad, and I didn't feel like I needed to see it again. But because we were rewatching all of them, and we put ourselves through watching the bad ones as well, on second watch, I actually didn't mind it the second time around. I don't know, maybe because I knew what I was in for.
Okay, I feel like you're trying to defend putting this higher than 6. Now I'm nervous. What have you got at 6?
No, I'll put it 6.
Okay.
But I did think I enjoyed it more the second time
Look,
around.
it's a step up from Alien vs Predator Requiem, no doubt. Like, from a technical perspective, it's, you know, decently handled film. Like, it's shot well. I don't have any issues with that. It's just, once again, it's kind of got like a suburban kind of location, which I just don't think works for a Predator movie.
Yeah.
I didn't like some of the themes they put in there, like the Predator getting like human DNA and like doing like this cross hybrid thing and splicing, whatever the hell you call it. I didn't like the Predator killer suit at the end. That was stupid.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Super Predator. Just The fact that it was like all CGI, no, didn't like that. Look, some okay characters. Like we always like seeing Thomas Jane in things.
Yes.
Like I don't mind some of the characters.
I did. It's a shame because I did like majority of the cast, and yeah, Thomas Jane is one of our favorite actors. We love seeing him in things, but yeah, I don't know.
It just didn't work, and it's a shame because they had Shane Black, who was linked to the original Predator movie.
Yeah.
Like he was in that movie. So, and then like he's also become a very good writer director in his own right.
Yeah.
And so when he was like ready to helm this one, I was like, cool, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Like, what can go wrong? Apparently a lot can go wrong.
Apparently. Anyway, that's enough of that one now. Let's go on to number 5.
Number 5.
What have you got?
All right, number 5, I've got Alien vs. Predator.
I'm going to put Predator 2.
No! No!
I'm really sorry about that.
Boy, oh boy.
That's only because if I'm really, like, looking back, it is a good movie, don't get me wrong. But I actually think I enjoyed watching Alien vs. Predator more than Predator 2. And I would probably pick to watch that one again if I had to over the Predator 2. Because I like the alien.
You're a disappointment to 90s kids everywhere. Just...
So yeah, okay. How long are we spending on these Well,
alright. So look,
placings?
Alien vs. Predator, it's definitely not as bad as I remember. Like, I think the location was good. You know, it had good elements to it. I don't like that they made it like a PG-13 movie, or like our M rating. I don't like that. I don't like that the human and the alien, or the predator, I should say, became friends at the end. I didn't like that. I didn't really like how they handled the queen alien either. But look, outside of that, it's not a terrible movie. I just think it needed to be R. Like, it's Alien vs. Predator, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
R-rated. Just needed to be blood and gore everywhere. But they just, decided to go PG-13. I don't know why. It is what it is. But look, it's not terrible.
I actually didn't realise that that's what its ranking was.
Yeah. But what I want to know is why the hell have you got Predator 2?
Look,
so low.
I don't know. Like, it definitely has some really good moments. Like, I love, you know, the room where everyone's like hanging and they're like all their skin's all stripped and it's bloody, and it's definitely got some cool moments. But I don't know. I think just because it's got too much 80s cringe about it, like.
Wasn't it like 1990 though? Like, wasn't it? Or 91?
Well,
wasn't
I think it came out in 1990, but it would have been shot in the 80s, I assume.
True, yeah, I guess, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I love Bill Paxton. Rest his soul.
Don't you be talking ill about Bill Paxton, mate. Don't even go there.
I can't stand his character in this movie. He's so cringe.
Guys, roast her in the comments. Roast her in the comments, please.
I love it. Look, my first memories of Bill Paxton is in Titanic. So I love him in Titanic. I actually had a crush on him as a kid in Titanic. So then, like, seeing him as this, like, cheesy, over-the-top... I can't.
Alright, moving on. I can't even with you right now. Okay, number 4. Number 4, I've got Predators.
I've got Alien versus Predator.
Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so in terms of Predators, I don't think it's a bad movie at all. I actually quite enjoy this a lot. Mm-hmm. Adrian Brody's great. You've got like Danny Trejo. It's got like a really cool ensemble cast. I just think that it probably just didn't do anything really new. Mm-hmm. Like it tried to just kind of ride on the coattails of the original a little bit. But look, I get it, right? Alien vs. Predator movies that just come out, they kind of flopped, and so I was just trying to go back to basics and go back to what worked, which I can appreciate to an extent. They did try to bring in, I guess, I forget what the technical term for them is called. I think they're just called like ballistic predators or berserker predators. Look, they were okay. I think the original design is still like the best,
Yeah.
but they were fine. This is a good movie. Like, yeah, it's just number 4. That's what I can say. It's good. It's just number 4. Yeah, it's just better Predator movies. That's all. More iconic Predator movies.
Well, yeah, I've got Alien vs Predator at number 4 because I thought it was actually quite a fun movie. I know you've got, as you just said, you've got your reasons why you didn't really like it, but I remember I really enjoyed it the first time I saw it, and I really enjoyed it watching it again this week. And I just think, I don't know, it's really cool seeing Alien and Predator go at it, and kind of working out which team you're on. And I'm on Team Predator, just FYI. I do love the xenomorphs. They are, like, to this day, one of my all-time favorite alien creature designs. But I don't know, I kind of like that Predator kind of became friends with the human. I thought that was a really cool team up.
No.
I also just love pushing your buttons.
Yeah.
No, I actually, this is one that I think I would rewatch again. I like the whole maze aspect of it too.
Yeah.
And
I don't think it's terrible. And as you said, like, these two are like the most iconic alien designs in movie history. So look, yes, it was cool to see them go head to head. That's probably the one saving grace of it for me. But it's not terrible. It's fun enough. Yeah. All right. Number 3. This is where it's going to get interesting. We're getting into the top 3.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to give the bronze medal to Prey.
Right.
In the bronze medal to Prey.
Number 3, I'm going to go... Number 3 was actually tough. I was tossing and turning on this one. I'm going to put Predators.
Yep. Okay. That makes sense. Yep.
With Adrian Brody. I actually really liked this movie, and I really liked seeing it when we saw it at the movies when it came out. I thought it was a really well done film, and I also just am a fan of Adrian Brody, so that also
He's good in everything, that guy.
He's really just a brilliant actor, and there were some other really good actors in it too, but yeah, I'll genuinely like anything Adrian's in. But no, I quite liked... I know what you mean, how it is kind of a very similar story to what the Predator is, but... Yeah,
throw a bunch of guys in the jungle, throw a Predator in the mix, watch everyone die.
See what happens.
Yeah.
But I think it's a cool, big movie.
Yeah. Alright, well, look, I put Prey number 3. I think this is probably the best of the recent sequels. I thought this was a fantastic movie. I love how they tried to do something different. It's not like a bunch of military guys in the jungle. It's like this Comanche Indian tribe who are a little bit more primitive and have to go up against this more sophisticated predator. When I say sophisticated predator, I imagine like a fancy predator. It's very distinguished.
And tuxedo
predator. No, but like, obviously more technologically advanced. Although they did kind of dumb the Predator down a little bit in terms of his technology. It didn't have like the plasma cannon. Yeah, so the design of the Predator and its weaponry was different. I like how it kind of had like hints of bone in its armor. I thought that was really cool, really nice little touch. Action scenes are well handled. Amber Midthunder is a force to be reckoned with. She was fantastic in the lead here. Yeah, this is a great movie. I mean, the only reason I've really got it 3 is just the other 2 are a little bit more iconic for me. That's the only reason. I thought Prey was fantastic otherwise.
Okay. I'll talk about Prey when we get to it in my ranking.
All right. Number 2. I've got Predator 2.
Number 2, I've got Predator. So I think we know what our number 1 spots are gonna be.
I can't even with you.
And when I was saying before that my 3rd place was like switching, like I was tossing and turning it, I was tempted...
You were going to put Predator 3rd, were you?
I was tempted to put Predator because I don't know, okay, I don't deny what it did for film at that point in time when it came out.
What do you mean when it came out?
Like,
It still hangs. That
I know.
movie holds up, mate. Don't even.
Your eyes are like piercing through me right now.
I told you.
I can also-
It's like religion to me, alright?
I can also feel the eyes of all the other viewers like piercing me. But okay, I 100% appreciate what it is and what it's still continues to be for a lot of people. The practical effects, still hold up today. I guess it's probably because for you, it's probably more nostalgic for you, whereas I didn't see any of the Predator movies until I was a little bit older.
But you don't think it's like still a very well-made action movie?
It's still, absolutely, it's still very well made. I think it only drops to second place for me, again, because of the 80s cheese. Now, I love 80s movies, you know I do, and we've spoken a lot about 80s movies on our channel, and...
Don't deny the cheese.
You guys will
Don't
know
deny
that
the
I love
cheese.
80s movies. It's just so many cringy lines that I just can't.
Stick around.
I love Arnie, obviously. he's brilliant, but even just the shit that comes out of his mouth in this movie, I'm
It's
just
so
like,
good though.
oh.
It's so good.
It becomes a bit comical in a way.
Okay, well look, I kind of get that, but no.
But no, you're wrong.
But no, you're wrong. Alright, look, in terms of Predator 2, I think that it is a severely underrated Predator movie. I think that this is a worthy sequel to the original. I have a lot of fun with this movie. You've got Danny Glover in the lead role. It's kind of like this hardened cop. You've got Bill Paxton in there. You've got Boosie in there. Like, come on. Like, this movie is still great. Yes, it's got like 80s, early 90s cheese, but I love that about it. It's got like that urban setting, which I think, again, was trying to do something like different to the original that was in the jungle. So I appreciate that. And I think the urban setting like really worked for it. Yeah, I love going back to watch Predator 2. I think it's still a great movie. So that's why I've got it as number 2.
All right. Well, I think you guys can guess what our number 1
Yeah.
movies are. So for you, it's obviously Predator. And for me, it's actually Prey.
Wow, okay.
I was actually quite surprised by this myself, but I really, really enjoyed Prey. I thought it was a brilliant film, very well made. I just was engaged from the beginning to the end. And I really liked that they kind of had a new look for the Predator. Because it kind of made sense. You know, we're going back in time with these humans, you know, back to the Native Americans. It kind of, you know, only makes sense that all species in a way would have started somewhere. So it was kind of cool to see a little bit of like a native predator and you know how they would eventually evolve into, you know, the predator that we are more familiar with. So I kind of like that they put that spin on it. You know, we're also exploring the native predator in this movie too. And the acting was brilliant. The action scenes were so cool.
Good blood and gore.
Really cool. Really good blood and gore.
I'll give it that.
And I also liked that we had a bit of a calling card to Predator 2 with the gun. I got that right, yeah? Predator 2?
Yes. You got something right tonight. Thank God. You got one thing right.
Look, I will say in Predator 2, I do actually really like how it ends. I like that. But yeah, we actually see the gun that he gets in Predator 2. So I thought that was really clever and a nice little Easter egg for the Predator fans. So yeah, I think for that, all those reasons, it's number one for me.
And I think how Em Midthunder's character kind of disposes of the Predator in the end, I thought was really smart. Like I was watching it and I was going, you know what, that's smart. That's smart. Like all the moves she made, it's not like she just kind of out-muscled the Predator. She outsmarted it.
Yeah.
And all the little moves that she made, I thought were really good. I was like, that's smart. Yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
And also, it was just really cool to see a woman in the lead role in a Predator movie. I mean, you get that with the Alien movies, but Predator's always been a bit more...
It's definitely been a more blokey
It's
movie.
been a more of a
macho,
blokey franchise.
Yeah.
So, as a woman, that was really cool to see. And a native woman at that. And I also love... Were you saying that this movie was also
Dubbed in Comanche.
dubbed in Comanche.
Yep, fantastic.
Is that like, and it's like the first
First movie to do that. Ever.
Which I think is crazy.
I think it's great. Yep.
So, like, props to them. Like, good work.
Yeah.
Is that Disney?
I think so.
If it's Disney, good on you, Disney. Whoever's idea that was, yeah, I just thought that was, yeah. So I'm just surprised that we haven't had more films that have been dubbed like that before. But anyways, loved it. Love what they did. I love that they explored Native Americans too, you know. Really cool.
Yeah, and in terms of Predator, I mean, come on, it's iconic. It's one of the greatest action sci-fi movies ever made. You've got Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime. You've just got like that 80s cheese. You know, some people don't like that. I love it. I love it.
I'm not going to hear the end of this.
Like, the lines are iconic. It's so quotable, you know. You've got the iconic, like, get to the chopper! So good. So good. The action scenes, the dialogue, just like that machoism. You've got Carl Weathers in there. What more can you say? Like, the first one's just iconic. Yeah, it gets number one every day of the week. I don't know what you're smoking, but it's number one every day of the week in my book.
All right, well, there you go. That's our ranking. I guess for me, I did this list thinking, okay, what do I feel pulled to watch again first? Like, what? It's rewatchability, you know? And for me right now, I just want to watch Prey again. Like, that was just a really well-made film. I loved the kind of new spin on it. And yeah, and I will still watch Predator. It still holds up. I mean, I have to watch it.
You don't have a choice.
Because you're going to watch it. No, look, I genuinely do like Predator. Let me make that very clear. But right now, I loved this new spin on the franchise. So that's why Prey is my number one. And the rest are in their spots because that's just how I feel about when I want to watch them. You know, I'm going to, you know, I don't need to see Alien vs. Predator Requiem ever again.
No, I think I can... I don't know why I've got that on DVD. I think Mum or Dad gave it to me for Christmas and I like watched it and just like, thanks a lot, Mum and Dad.
Wow. They're not going to get you a present again. So ungrateful.
Well, look, they should have thought it through.
So yeah, look, we've been there, done that. We don't need to see that movie again. No. Don't recommend seeing it if you haven't.
No, probably don't need to see The Predator again. The rest of them are rewatchable.
Rest of them are rewatchable. Yep.
All right. Well, we're off to sleep in separate beds. So, you know, make sure you get in the comments, roast the hell out of this one, and let us know your rankings. You know, let us know what you'd put at number one. But look, also make sure you do that YouTube stuff. Slam that like button if you like what we do. Hit the bell for the notifications to be notified of what we got coming up next. Subscribe to our channel to become part of the Headspace Films community. Most importantly of all, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
See you later.